Hello, everyone. I'm Dr. James. Today, we're diving into a fascinating and often misunderstood topic. Why do so many young women prefer older men? Is it just a cliché, or is there something deeper at play that society often overlooks? And what about the stigma associated with such relationships? Have you ever truly wondered what's behind this attraction? Whether you're a mature man looking to understand what attracts women, or simply a curious individual interested in the dynamics of age gap relationships, this video is for you. We're going to delve into a subject that challenges norms, breaks down prejudices, and simultaneously reveals surprising truths about human behavior. In the next few minutes, you'll discover 8 compelling reasons why many young women are drawn to older men. We're not here to reinforce stereotypes or promote simplistic ideas. Instead, we'll go beyond the obvious, exploring the emotional, psychological, and even practical reasons why these connections can be so intense and often long-lasting. And be ready. The 8th reason might surprise even the most skeptical among you. It's a point that often goes unnoticed, but can unlock one of the main mysteries behind these relationships. So, I ask you, are you ready to understand why these relationships so profoundly challenge societal expectations? Are you ready to explore how this dynamic can transform our view of love, desire, and human connections? Stay with me until the end, because what you'll uncover might completely change your perspective on age differences in love. Reason number 1. They make women feel desired like never before. Imagine walking into a room and feeling every detail about you has been noticed and appreciated. This is how many young women describe their experience when they are with older men. These men have a unique way of making their partners feel not just wanted, but truly admired. This goes beyond the purely physical. Older men have a broader perspective on what makes a woman attractive. It's not just about looks. They see the energy, vitality, and radiance inherent in many young women, and are able to appreciate it in a way that younger men often cannot. They possess the patience to notice details, to compliment genuine qualities, and to create an atmosphere where their partner feels special and unique. This feeling of being desired extends beyond the moment, boosting self-esteem and fostering a deep, emotional connection. Unlike more immature relationships where the focus might solely be on the superficial, older men understand the value of a sincere compliment, a thoughtful gesture, and actions that reinforce how important this woman is to them. For example, an older man might express his interest by organizing a special dinner he knows she'll appreciate, or by paying attention to small details in her daily life. These gestures show he doesn't just desire her, but genuinely respects and admires her. Moreover, there's a significant difference in how they express this desire. Older men tend to be more self-assured, which makes them less insecure or anxious. This confidence creates an environment where a woman can be herself, without fear of judgment or comparison. It's this combination of attention to detail, genuine compliments, and confidence that makes many young women feel incredibly desired in the presence of an older man. In a society where people often feel invisible or unappreciated, being with someone who truly values you can be a transformative experience. And this is exactly what older men offer, a space where admiration is authentic, and desire goes beyond the physical, creating a truly special bond. Reason number 2. They know how to satisfy in a special way. When it comes to intimacy, experience matters. Older men bring with them a wisdom gained over years, which allows them to understand their partner's needs and desires in ways that younger men often cannot. But it's not just about physical prowess. It's about understanding that intimacy is a balance of body, mind, and heart. They have patience. Older men know that intimacy isn't a race, but a dance. They value the details, the moments leading up to physical contact, and understand the importance of emotional connection as the foundation for a truly satisfying experience. They don't rush or act anxiously. Instead, they know how to create an atmosphere of comfort and trust, which is crucial. And what about their attentiveness to their partners? Older men tend to be more focused on a woman's needs. They understand that each person is unique, and instead of following generic blueprints, they prefer to observe and listen carefully to what works specifically in that relationship. This creates an atmosphere of respect and individual attention that elevates the experience to a whole new level. But it's not just the physical experience that so attracts young women to older men. They also understand the importance of a strong emotional bond. For them, intimacy is an extension of the care, attention, and affection shown every day. This approach, integrating emotion and physicality, creates a sense of security and satisfaction that extends far beyond the bedroom. And there's more. Older men are generally more confident in their bodies and abilities, making them less prone to insecurities that can hinder intimacy. They're not competing to prove anything. They're there to create a meaningful moment for both. This confidence and maturity are incredibly attractive and create an experience that many women describe as unparalleled. Ultimately, an older man's ability to satisfy his partner goes far beyond the physical. It's about creating a space where she feels valued, respected, and above all, desired. This combination of experience, attentiveness, and emotional care makes many relationships between older men and younger women deeply satisfying and unforgettable. Reason number 3. They know what they want. Confidence that captivates. Have you ever been around someone who radiates confidence? Someone who knows what they want and acts decisively? This is one of the most striking characteristics of older men. Unlike younger men who are often still discovering themselves and figuring out their desires, older men have already navigated through many life situations that have helped them define priorities and realize what truly matters in a relationship. This clarity is incredibly attractive to young women because it conveys a sense of security. They are not lost or indecisive. They know what they expect from a partner, what they want to build together, and most importantly, how to act to make it a reality. This confidence not only inspires, but also provides a solid foundation for a mature and fulfilling relationship. Older men have a more direct approach, free from the emotional games that often complicate relationships with younger individuals. They aren't afraid to express their feelings or to be open about their expectations. This creates an atmosphere of transparency, where there is no room for misunderstandings or unnecessary insecurities. Furthermore, they have a deeper understanding of their partner's emotional needs. They know that a successful relationship goes beyond appearances or physical chemistry. For them, it's about building something meaningful, where both parties feel understood, valued, and respected. And there's also the confidence that comes with experience. A man who knows what he wants is rarely deterred by minor setbacks or obstacles. He maintains focus, finds solutions, and moves forward with determination. For a young woman, being with such a person is an incredibly motivating and inspiring experience. Ultimately, this clarity and confidence make a woman feel more secure and valued in the relationship. Knowing that her partner is committed to his desires and isn't afraid to show it creates a strong emotional bond and a solid foundation for the future. Reason number 4. They take responsibility. Trust in someone who leads. Have you ever been around someone who just knows what to do in a difficult situation? Someone who radiates calm and assurance, even when everything seems uncertain? This is an invaluable quality that many older men possess: the ability to take responsibility and make decisions with confidence and poise. Older men have years of experience behind them, which has taught them to handle challenges in a practical and rational way. They understand the importance of taking charge at the right moment, but without being authoritarian. This creates a sense of emotional and mental security for their partners, something many women find fundamental in a relationship. This assurance manifests in many daily situations, whether it's planning a trip, choosing a restaurant, or solving an unexpected problem. They show initiative and organization. For a young woman, this can be incredibly attractive, as it removes the burden of indecision and sends a clear message. This man can be fully trusted. Here, an interesting psychological aspect comes into play. Many women find in older men a figure that resonates with the emotional security they might have sought in paternal figures during childhood. This isn't about dependence, but about being with someone who offers a safe harbor, who will be present and available in key moments. This sense of stability is rare and highly valued. But it's not just about practical decisions. Taking responsibility also means being emotionally available and ready to support a partner through difficult times. Older men know how to provide support, whether it's through attentive, non-judgmental listening or by helping find solutions to personal problems. Another important point is that they understand the balance between leadership and partnership. While they are willing to take charge, they also know when to listen and respect their partner's opinions and desires. This ability to combine assertiveness with empathy is a powerful combination that strengthens the relationship and makes a woman feel valued and respected. Ultimately, this trait of taking responsibility is not only practical, but also deeply emotional. It creates an atmosphere of mutual trust, where both can lean on each other without fear of judgment or loneliness. And for many young women, this emotional security is one of the main factors in the appeal of relationships with older men. Reason number 5. They are gallant and show genuine respect. Have you ever felt the power of being genuinely respected, not just with words, but through simple yet meaningful gestures? Things like opening a door, truly listening to what you say, or noticing small details that others might ignore. This is a quality that many older men possess: authentic gallantry. In an era where interactions are increasingly superficial, the thoughtful and respectful demeanor of a mature man stands out especially. He isn't trying to make a fleeting impression, but rather to consistently show that he values the woman by his side. This sensitivity to a woman's needs and feelings creates an atmosphere where she feels cared for, attended to, and deeply respected. Older men understand that respect isn't just about grand gestures, but about the everyday nuances. They know the value of a sincere compliment, the patience in a conversation, and the ability to listen without interrupting. They are not just physically present, they are emotionally available, fostering a connection that goes beyond the superficial. And what about kindness? For many older men, being kind is not an effort, but a manifestation of maturity. They are attentive to every detail, whether it's organizing something special or a simple gesture of support during a difficult moment. This level of attention and involvement is often absent in relationships with younger men who are still learning to truly value another person. Furthermore, gallantry not only benefits the partner, it also reflects the man's self-confidence. Mature men don't feel the need to prove anything to anyone. They behave naturally without hidden agendas, and this creates an atmosphere of authenticity and comfort that deeply attracts women. Another important aspect is that the respect older men demonstrate isn't limited to the relationship itself. It extends to how they treat others, friends, family, and even strangers. This consistency in behavior reinforces the feeling that being with such a man means being with a person of integrity who values respect in all aspects of life. Ultimately, being surrounded by respect and kindness is something many women find essential in a relationship. And this is exactly what older men offer: a space where a woman feels valued, not just as a partner, but as an individual. This combination of gallantry and genuine respect is one of the most attractive qualities they possess. Reason number 6. They lead captivating and profound conversations. Have you ever been lost in a conversation so interesting that time seemed to disappear? This is one of the main distinguishing features of older men: their ability to engage in meaningful and captivating dialogues that go beyond the mundane. They know how to charm with words, share stories, and, importantly, listen attentively, creating moments that are not only entertaining, but also connect on a deeper level. Older men have a rich tapestry of life experiences that enriches their conversations. They have stories to tell, life lessons learned, and opinions forged over time, which makes them fascinating conversationalists. Unlike conversations that often revolve around superficial topics, as can be the case with younger men, older men know how to touch upon truly important subjects, stimulating both the intellect and the emotions of their partners. And it's not just what they say, but how they say it. Older men genuinely know how to listen, without rushing or distractions. They understand the value of timely silence, a well-placed question, and a thoughtful response. This communication style creates an atmosphere of respect and genuine interest, where a woman feels valued and understood. Furthermore, the ability to lead a captivating conversation reflects their self-confidence. They don't need to boast or exaggerate. Their sincerity and the depth of their words are enough to hold their partner's attention. This makes communication feel effortless and natural, without tension or the need for constant approval. Conversations with older men often delve into topics that broaden horizons. They might talk about books, films, travels, philosophy, or share interesting facts from a wide range of fields. This ability to discuss intellectually stimulating and engaging topics is something many young women find incredibly attractive. The impact of such conversations goes far beyond the moment. These deep dialogues create memories that become the foundation for a strong emotional connection. When you share thoughts, dreams, and ideas with someone who truly listens and understands, a much more meaningful and lasting bond is created. Ultimately, this ability to lead substantial and charming conversations is one of the great assets of older men. They don't just entertain, they inspire, connect, and prove that in a world where interaction is often superficial, there are still people who know how to create conversations that truly matter. Reason number 7. Stable career and financial stability. Imagine being with someone who radiates stability, both emotionally and materially. Someone who has, over the years, built a solid foundation not just for themselves, but also to share with a loved one. This is one of the main advantages of older men: their ability to provide financial security, backed by a stable career and a mature outlook on life. Unlike younger men, who are often still seeking their professional calling and striving for recognition, older men have generally passed that stage. They have achieved a level of stability that allows them to plan for the future with confidence and clarity. This doesn't mean relationships are built solely on material foundations, but the security they offer is a factor that brings peace of mind and confidence to a relationship. This financial stability is especially important for women seeking more than just a fleeting romance. For them, being with a man who has his finances in order signifies maturity, responsibility, and the ability to care not only for himself, but also for loved ones. This creates a space where they can dream together, plan trips, build a life together, and enjoy moments without constant worries about economic instability. Furthermore, how older men manage money reflects their life experience. They understand the value of planning and managing resources, which makes them reliable partners in important decision-making. It's not just about having resources, but about knowing how to use them wisely and in a balanced way. This instills confidence in their partners. An interesting point is that this financial stability allows them to prioritize experiences and meaningful moments in the relationship. Instead of constantly striving for career heights, they can focus on providing their partner with quality moments. This includes everything from special dinners to unforgettable trips, creating memories that strengthen the couple's bond and intimacy. Here, a very important emotional aspect comes into play. The feeling of being with someone who has an ordered life and can provide security gives many women peace of mind. It's not just about the money, it's about the stability they provide, the knowledge that you are with someone who can care for and share life without major uncertainties. Ultimately, older men show that success in life is not only about material achievements, but also about how these achievements can be used to build lasting relationships, full of trust, stability, and happy shared moments. This combination is one of the most compelling reasons why so many young women are drawn to them. Reason number 8. Experience that makes relationships more complete. When it comes to relationships, experience is what can change everything. Older men bring with them a profound understanding of what truly matters in a connection between two people, the result of years lived, lessons learned, and successes experienced. This maturity transforms their approach to relationships, both emotionally and physically, creating a bond that many young women describe as unique and deeply satisfying. In the intimate sphere, older men's experience goes far beyond skill. They understand that pleasure is not just physical, but resides in the emotional connection that is forged before, during, and after intimacy. They have the patience to explore, learn, and understand their partner's desires without rush or pressure. This combination of care and technique helps many women feel more comfortable and truly satisfied. Furthermore, they possess a self-confidence that is incredibly attractive. Older men are not trying to impress or prove anything. They know who they are, accept their limitations, and highlight their strengths. This confidence creates an atmosphere where a partner can relax and be themselves, without fear of judgment or not living up to certain expectations. Another crucial point is that older men understand that relationships aren't just about the good times. They know how to navigate difficulties, resolve conflicts, and offer emotional support when needed. For them, a relationship is a partnership based on mutual understanding and a joint effort to overcome obstacles. This emotional maturity is something many young women particularly value, especially in a world where relationships can often be volatile. Over time, many men develop a broader perspective on what truly matters in life. They come to value quality moments, meaningful conversations, and experiences that create long-term memories. This thoughtful and less impulsive approach adds a depth to relationships that is rarely found in younger men. Finally, it's worth noting that the accumulated experience isn't limited to relationships. It permeates all areas of life. Older men have stories to share, lessons to impart, and a unique ability to inspire their partners. Being with such a man is not only attractive, but also enriching, both emotionally and intellectually. For many women, this experience brings a sense of completeness and stability, creating relationships where they feel truly seen, heard, and valued. It is this combination of maturity, self-confidence, and emotional depth that makes relationships with older men often described as unique and unforgettable. Conclusion. After reviewing these 8 reasons, it becomes clear that the attraction many young women feel towards older men goes far beyond the obvious. It's not just about financial stability or life experience. It's about a unique blend of maturity, emotional confidence, respect, and skills honed over years. These factors create relationships that are not only passionate, but also deeply satisfying. Older men bring something to a relationship that is hard to find elsewhere, a genuine presence. They are not rushed, not insecure, and not focused on the superficial. Instead, they are willing to create a space where their partners feel valued, understood, and completely connected. This approach cultivates a type of relationship that often defies societal expectations, but works because it is built on mutual respect and understanding. Nevertheless, it's important to remember that such relationships also face challenges. Age differences can invite judgment from others, or even practical considerations that need to be addressed. However, for those who choose this path, the connection between two people is paramount. When there is love, respect, and an authentic bond, the age gap often becomes just a detail. If you are an older man who recognizes these qualities in yourself, this is an opportunity to reflect on how you can use your maturity, experience, and skills to build even more meaningful relationships. On the other hand, if you are a young woman interested in such a relationship, you now know there's much more to it than meets the eye. Ultimately, love has no age. What matters is the quality of the connection, mutual respect, and the willingness to create something special together. If you're interested in continuing to delve into topics that challenge norms and uncover surprising truths about human behavior and relationship dynamics, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of our explorations. And if these reasons resonated with you, perhaps it's time to look at age gap relationships from a new perspective, as an opportunity to learn, grow, and above all, be happy. Don't forget to share your thoughts on this topic in the comments below. Do you agree with these reasons? Do you have your own experiences you'd like to share? Your participation is invaluable for enriching this conversation. Until next time.